Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Loop set to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First and 10. On the carry, it's Achane. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. The man in motion is Watson. On second down, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's Dart. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he's going to be close to the first down. Just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. A-10. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. The man in motion is Watson. One more time, it's A-10. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Okay, ready?
Now from a yard farther back, it's third and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. Over the top, he's got it. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and you can't do it a lot better than that.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. They'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. On first and 10, Jackson. He'll let one go down the middle. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Devon Achane to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
On first and 10, here is Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Simpson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the shotgun, here's Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Dart. That's taken in by Achan. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 25 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Dart. Looking downfield. That's Musgrave, the tight end. And he will throw all the way. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
The kick is good.
Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He chooses to keep it on the zone read. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
This fielded in the end zone. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Mike Green having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, that's Thornton. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
That is pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A run out of the gun with H.N. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart is going to take a shot down the field. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
It's up.
Whoa. Lamar Jackson. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will even the score. It's now 21 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return is H.N. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Dart. That's to his tight end, Musgrave. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down. From the gun, a run with Hunter. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
all things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing, Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, blocking. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The man in motion is Watson. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That's to Jaleel McLaughlin. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Thrust to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Jackson looking to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On 1st down, Dart.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On 2nd down, Dart. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Dante Morton was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. They'll set up the screen to McLaughlin. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman can get out to lead the way.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. They'll go, and it's Hunter, and he is going to have a Raiders first down. The defense a little lax there, giving up 9 on that 4th and 4.
And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. There's Hunter. It's complete. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 10-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. Unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter. Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now as this one is in the air.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. He is quickly out to Diggs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Moving outside the pocket.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Report. No, we changed it.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
The man in motion is Watson. It's a screen from McLaughlin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third and inches. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's done. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Pick by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
13.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll run it with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Out to his right. He's going to air this one out. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The extra point is good. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage.
Raiders 24.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Upper carry scout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. He's got his man. That's Thornton. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 41-yard line.
Sit hard! Sit hard! What it? For him. Stop!
Taken in, it's Tez Walker. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
13. Alpha, sit up!
To throw is Jackson. On the run to the right. And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or two shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Second down, Jackson. The throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Hey! Sit on! Sit on! 180! That's right! You change it. UAX.
Now, Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. And now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Henry tries to bull his way in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. He'll work this out wide from McLaughlin. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Las Vegas.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Over the middle of the tight end, Musgrave. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and goal, Raiders.
Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll stop him with a little over 30 left in the game. A bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Out of shotgun. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. The man in motion is Watson. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. This one caught at the 4. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Back to throw. Jackson. Forced to his right. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback for